on that exchange throughout the course of the year, and we are underway in this game. Wierman and LaSalle, that's going to be a huge battle to face off all afternoon long, and Virginia won possession, but the player who picked up the loose ball got rocked.
You know, they're going to have to outscore Maryland, obvious statement, you got to score more goals, but it's not going to be a defensive kind of stalemate, right? Maryland's going to get theirs.
Maryland got that possession off the face-off, but gave it right back. Right back in chip games for Maryland. And just the one national title, though, 2017. LaSalle. One thing I've seen from Petey LaSalle over the years is when he faces against somebody who got the better of him earlier, he must have a bulletin board in his apartment or wherever he lives where he's putting this stuff up, because he goals on the year for DeMayo. Young man out of San Diego, California. And with this program now going all the way back to 2017. Ground ball. Every ground ball is going to be a battle. Loose ball hold. Maryland's ball. Will they look to attack quickly? Geppert will shoot. Man. Cornell transfer watched his former team punch their ticket to championship weekend earlier in the day. Donville now wants to follow suit with his new club, the Maryland Terrapins. The lead is 3-1. And that time Cormier left the ball behind. Another close defender running the field.
It's a pinpoint placement.
LaSalle giving chase. Can't pick it up. Now he does. Gets it into the stick of Grayson Soliday.
Said, guys, look, that last one was on me. They agreed they need to press out because DeMayo is getting too many good looks in open space right now.
That's a good point. And the substitution game has really helped Maryland as DeMayo and Donville have gotten great looks. Here's Wierman off the face-off. Thought about trying to generate some offense for himself. Instead, wisely
stick to the inside to increase his shooting angle.
Connor's 12th of the year. Violation on the face-off as Petey jumped too quickly. Wierman and company will take over possession. Wierman waits. Brennan comes up.
Instead of swinging it, he comes right back up the same side of the field.
And you saw the offensive coordinator, Bobby Benson, there flash in front of the screen as he was having a word with Maltz. This is his baby. This is his genius, his Maryland offense. He's like Frankenstein building this thing and having it morph into the amoeba offense that it is.
And Coach Tillman had been building this system, if you will, or these guidelines.
And now Wierman and LaSalle will battle once again from the dot.
A great cat and mouse there by Puglisi on that last possession, showing why he was such a high draft pick to the PLL.
Now Higgins, his running mate from that rope unit, 57. Brings the ball into the offensive end. DeMayo.
I think from that angle, yes. I mean, I think the short answer is like, where was the second slide? Like, you know, we don't want to actually give up that shot.
Here comes Geppert. Not afraid to pull the trigger himself. Instead, gives it up. 25 on the year for Molliver. Petey wins this one cleanly to himself. Final 5:20 of this first half. Critical moment here for Virginia when you think about it. 8-3. Wierman starting to flash some dominance at the faceoff dot. This will be another chance and another goal. Owen Murphy. The Wahoos are stunned.
Murphy plays on the second midfield, but they'll insert him on the attack for some faceoffs. That's exactly why. He just brings more range than Molliver. So when Wierman wins this ball forward, if you're going to help from that position, you're dealing with a guy with an absolute hand cannon. Murphy, catch, quick crow hop, it is out, and it stings
Lister,
the corner.
The net. Second line midfielder and on in specialty situations with 29 goals on the year. Face-off violation to Wierman.
But that's where you credit the coaching staff and put it in terms of putting players in a position to succeed. If you've got Wierman at the face-off dot who's going to create those opportunities, you need a guy that can then cash in on it. And Murphy just frankly does a better job of that than Molliver.
Yeah, and now if Virginia wants to go on a little bit of a run here, they're going to have to rely on Petey, and instead it's Wierman. LaSalle will never give up on the play, but it's Maryland ball. Two All-American face-off men going
on the field. We need them to start putting pressure on Maryland's defense as well. Hopefully that'll open some things up for us offensively.
All right, very interesting. Simmons and Zinn are the two players that Lars Tiffany identifies as players they're going to lean on a little bit more here in the second half. Puglisi can't get it past Nunes as he comes out to cut down the angle. That again just shows you too how quickly this Maryland team can that play as anybody else. Hockey assist to McNaney for sure. And Geppert, a great ground ball. Here's one picked up by Maryland again. And we'll go the other way quickly. Kahn with his head up looking for a trailer. Couldn't find one initially, and now Probilski will check out. And Maryland will finish their substitutions. Coming in with long deficit. It's just disheartening. It must be disheartening to feel this way. And, you know, Wierman again. He'll shoot. Doesn't get through the defense. Again, though, on the ride, Maryland wins the ball back. Kahn gets a good look. Too high.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. Can Virginia make a little run here to close this gap?
Wierman's won 11 of the last 12 draws. He has owned the face-off X right there. And, I mean, Gable Braun, Virginia going with Gable Braun, it isn't doing him any good.
Oh.
What is going to do him any good? There's Owen Murphy again with another rocket.
It's just an incredible adjustment by Murphy. You're going to see off the face-off, this becomes a scrap 50-50 ground ball. And Bubba Fairman is able to push. You got to respect him in transition. And on this recovery, Murphy does a fantastic job of hitching and then working his way back upfield. So he already buried one from the outside. I've showed my range. Now I'm going to show my versatility and my moves off of time and room shot.
Virginia sticking with Braun against Wierman. It's not going to do you any good. Wierman's now won 15 of 20 on the day. All-time leading scorer in Virginia lacrosse history. Geppert tracking down this ground ball, gets it. Back to McNaney.
They've got a flag down on that Geppert escape. #1 overall pick.
Yeah.
I mean, that is some high-level shooting.
More records broken. Now a record for career hat tricks. At Maryland, Wierman is just having himself a day.
Go boy.
Murph.
Second goal by Murphy off of a face-off, his third today. And the other one came in a mini transition situation where he top-stepped. Again, Wierman wins the ball forward. You're gonna slide even the slightest bit to me. I mean, it's not like the defender, Matsui, flew over, right? It's not like he totally committed. Murphy just doesn't need a lot of space to get those hands free.
Or a lot of time. For the second time today, Maryland scores 2 goals within a 6-second span. And they are running away with this one in the third. Petey's back at it. Wins his face-off to himself. So what do you have to lose at this point? And you're losing the possession battle big time to Wierman. He'll shoot, and he misses.
And it's the second miss he's had off of a face-off win. So again, in terms of looking forward a little bit, you kill the field off of that action.
Petey back in against Wierman, relentless. Wins the face-off. Virginia player dumped, no call. That was more. Puglisi. Nunes is there to make the stop. Ball just tantalizingly right in front of the crease.
Finish strong. Do not let up. Play smart lacrosse, especially in transition.
All right, thanks, Katie. Appreciate it.
And he's referencing the zone defense there, which Virginia sat in the bulk of the third quarter.
Makar coming up with that ground ball on the face-off. Wierman wins yet another one over to Zappatello.
Virginia.
9 different Maryland Terrapins have scored goals today.
And what's crazy is that's Kahn's first of the day.
Yeah.
Right? And really, when you look back at that first outing, you know, he was the guy that I think kind of got them going, won his individual matchup. Today, super quiet and
Still in usable condition. Rarity today, Virginia winning possession on the face-off. It's been part of so many other elements of this game, tilted heavily toward Maryland.
Remember that penalty before uncorking it. I don't know if I'd have Wierman in at this point. Right? You're up 17-8.
They get beat up enough as it is.
I think he's got enough reps.
Virginia Cavalier. Shot becomes a good pass.
And if you had any money down on Zappatello outscoring Schellenberger, I'm not sure what the odds were there.
Not very high at all. Zappatello's done such a good job D'ing up Schellenberger all day long. He's rewarded with an assist. Yard sale as Parker loses his cross. Physical play continues in the middle of the field. Schellenberger 0 for 5 shooting on the day. Moore, he'll fire it.
Understood how to integrate him into everything that they were doing. I mean,
transferred in from Johns Hopkins and just couldn't quite figure out how to use him on the offensive end, on the defensive end, in transition. You can see the Maryland team, the bench is excited for the play of these backups who work all season long in practice. Let's check out today's player of the game. It's brought to you by Capital One. This was a very difficult decision to make.
a lot of candidates.
A lot of candidates for Maryland. Luke Wierman is your winner. He and Petey LaSalla went toe-to-toe in the first quarter of this game, and then he dominated from here on out.
He just tilted the entire field towards Maryland's way, and with all the offensive playmakers that they have, when you give them that advantage from a possession standpoint, they're going to cash in. Hats off to Zappatello, who played fantastic.
Yep. McNady was great in goal.
Murphy had 4.
Anthony DeMeo had 3 and 2. I mean, you could go down.
Wisnauskas had 3 and 2.
You could go down the list and take your pick on any number of Terps in this game as your player of the game, but